Morning guys, welcome back to KC Farms. This is John. I had a crazy weekend. Most of you know that we have got a well put in. Well, they told us that we could do the trenching ourselves, or they have a guy that will do it for $2 a foot. Well, I'm pretty sure we're close to 1,400 feet of trenching, so to save some money, we rented a ditch witch for the weekend, and I was able to get all of our trenches in everywhere we need to go. I think we're gonna have about 4 spigots, and we'll be able to get water pretty much anywhere on the farm a lot quicker, that is for sure. But they said we had 10 hours of usage. I only made it to 8 hours. It sure felt like I did at least 12 hours, so that was good news. So we've got a little bit left. They're gonna be coming and doing the electrical to get the pump for the well going, and then I'm gonna do the water lines as well myself to save a little money. I guess that's kind of what you do when you're trying to do a homestead, is save where you can and learn how to do a few things yourself. So that's what's been going on this weekend. We've got the whiting true blues finally in their permanent chickshaw. Let's run up here and check them out. Okay, so you guys, if you remember videos back, we got the whiting true blues early on in the year, and none of them really made it. We had 2 that made it, and so then we got a reorder, and we've been keeping them out here. We had them in the outdoor brooder, and they were doing quite well in there, but it was time to move them. As you can see, our lawnmower is getting fixed, so our yard definitely needs to be mowed, but we have moved them. I got this last chickshaw built, and I really like it, except for the door. I like the height of it. They get under there and get some shade. I haven't figured out the door. I just picked that up and kind of slide it in to shut them at night. They can easily fly up there. They're kind of a flighty bird compared to our other ones. That is our Welsummer, one of the Welsummer roosters down there, and we've got another Welsummer inside. But they are flighty. But we are happy to have them out, and I know they're happy to be out. A lot of them are flying over and getting out during the day, and then they just fly back in. But they're doing good. Kind of skittish. We do have some flying out still and going around. We have not even started putting in any hay or anything. I haven't even cut the openings for these nesting boxes. But just put those in there so nothing can get in at night. So here we go, we got them out, and they are doing great. So we're gonna be able to move them around the yard, and we are excited to find some eggs. But there are some cool patterns with these birds. A couple of favorites, that gray one right there, super cool. This is the other Welsummer rooster, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna think this is a rooster here, the whiting true blues. We did lose a couple of these while they were in the brooder, and I'm hoping it wasn't the male. We had gotten 2 males just so we could be able to breed and hatch our own, and I'm hoping at least one of those has survived. They're the 2 Welsummer roosters, and we're gonna check out our Welsummer flock in a little bit. They will leave out of here in a little while and head over with the Welsummers. But here are the whiting true blues, and they are out in their new chickshaw, finally able to stay out of the outdoor brooder. Got that cleaned, and it's just waiting for next use. We may use it for a farrowing area for the pigs when those litters are due, or we may just keep it empty for whenever we need it for chicks again. So those Welsummer roosters will come out of here in a little while, and they're gonna be heading over here to our Welsummer flock, and we have got a surprise from them in the last couple days. So let's jump over this trench and we'll check out the Welsummers. All right, over here at the Welsummer pen, and yes, that is not a Welsummer. That is a Bielefelder rooster that we hatched out And we're going to put the extra Bielefelder rooster over there with the Novagens, because we don't have a rooster over with them anymore. But here they are, and there's 2 whiting true blues. That gray one, Brooklyn named Heather, she has got quite a beautiful pattern on her. But you can see one of the differences here on this chickshaw is much lower, and they have a harder time getting under there. And that's why we made that other one quite a bit taller. So here's the Welsummers, but we've had Welsummers in the past, and most of you will know the reason that we got the Welsummers, and we'll show you back here. These guys are young and have just started laying. Hoping I'm not interrupting anybody. Doesn't look like anybody's in there, but check out these eggs. Look at the patterns on those. Those are so cool. One of the reasons when we started with Welsummers, we wanted to get eggs that didn't look like everybody else's eggs. And we've been at some farmers markets now for the first time since we started our farm this year. And we've gotten a lot of comments about how cool our eggs are. But we haven't taken these young Welsummers yet, just because they're so small. And there's a bunch in here just because I've left them. Instead of using the fake eggs to encourage them to come to the nesting boxes, I just use their own eggs. They're so small that we weren't going to use them, and so we just used them to help encourage them to come. We've had 15. Let's see if anybody else. I don't see any other eggs in there yet. Sometimes I've been laying them down on the metal, or on the wire there. So our Welsummers have started laying. Oh, here's 2 more. But I was saying, at the markets, people really enjoy our eggs just because they're different looking than everyone else's. We've got quite a nice variety, and that was kind of our goal when we started. So if you're looking at some cool looking eggs, Welsummers are a great option. We have really enjoyed these guys, and we don't have a Welsummer rooster in here. We just got the Bielefelder. That's why we got those other 2 Welsummer roosters that are with the whiting true blues to eventually put in here, so we can hatch out more Welsummers. There's the whiting hen. We haven't got an egg from her yet, but we should have one soon. Look at those patterns. Isn't she cool? There should be another whiting in here. She's white. Let's see if we can find her really quick. She's probably just hiding up underneath. Yeah, I can see her under there. I can't really get the camera, but she's over there. So there's 2 whiting females, hens in here. And so we should get some eggs from them here shortly too. So that will be pretty sweet. But Welsummers have started laying. The new batch of Welsummers have started laying. We've got our older Welsummers that are almost 3 now, and they're still laying pretty good eggs. We had to pen them up because they were laying their eggs in the woods where we couldn't really find them, but we finally have got to them. So a couple new things at the trenches. Welsummers have started laying. Hopefully this other flock of the whiting true blues will start laying. And we finally got some produce. I talked about our little raised bed there the other day. Let's go check out the raised beds now that we've got all this rain, see how they're doing. So we're up here by the raised beds, and they have just started taking off. This is our first year doing raised beds. We've just done the bigger gardens in the past and haven't been successful, but these are starting to really just grow, and we put them in late. So that's why I know a lot of people are already getting tomatoes and things, and we did ours late. That's just when we got around to them. And we got some peppers starting in here. Those are looking good. So we're just really pleased with these raised beds. We're gonna add some more. These are all the super sweet cherry tomatoes, starting and getting ready for those to change colors. We should have put higher stakes in here, so I'm probably gonna have to add some taller stakes to help stake up these tomatoes. But they are just really starting to boom, and we're excited to get some produce off of these. So we'll definitely add more raised beds. They're just so much easier for us to maintain, and we're just being successful. I said last video, getting a little success is very encouraging, makes you want to do a lot more. So we're excited with these and what they're going to produce. And even though it's small, I still think we're gonna get a ton of tomatoes, more than probably we can eat. So we'll get some for the chickens too. But excited with the raised beds. and I wanted to check out, we've had some people asking about the pigs, and Cupcake had passed a couple videos ago. I guess it's been a couple weeks now, but asked how Boudreaux was doing, so we'll run down here, wrap up this video here at the boar pen. Let's check them out. With the lawnmower down for a little bit, the pigs aren't able to keep it all down for us, but they're trying. So here's all the boars. Boudreaux's back here, and he's been doing just fine. He's probably wondering why. Hey guys. Probably wondering why he's got to babysit all these pigs, but he's been doing really well. We got his nails trimmed the other day. Hey bud. You always got to sit in here with them for a few minutes to get them calmed down. There's Walter. I'm gonna step outside really quick and talk from the outside. But everyone's doing good. They've been in here probably a week and a half. We gave them a bigger area. You can see they've kind of rooted up around that tree. It's really wet around that tree. That's kind of one reason we put them here, because it was in the shade and they can cool down. And so they've been in here about a week and a half. We'll get ready to move them here probably this weekend, but everybody's doing good. They're not as scared of Boudreaux anymore. He never did anything to them. As far as us worrying about them getting hurt by him, he's just a cool boar. Everyone's got along. He's doing good, and we're happy to have them all together. So this is our young boar pen, and hopefully they can help us with this grass. We're gonna move them up along the fence line there till we get our mower back. But Boudreaux is doing fine, and I'm sure he's happy to have some friends, even though they're a little bit younger than what he's used to. So anyway guys, we appreciate you following along. Happy to share some of these updates with you. Gonna be excited to get all these water lines put in, have water access all over the farm, and excited for some whiting true blue eggs. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you on the next video.